Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam Mckola. Hope you guys are all doing well. We have got loads to get stuck into today. We are talking, of course, since he's admitted he wants to leave Spurs finally. Harry Kane is being linked with Manchester United yet again. A young winger called Kamaldeen Sulemana has been linked with Manchester United. We'll be talking about the latest on Harry Maguire's injury, Bruno Fernandes being in the Portugal squad, and of course, the anniversary of Moscow. Viva John Terry! Viva John Terry! Yes, all of that here on Stretford Paddock. It's so early. I'm singing football songs. I've got my coffee, and we're here on Paddock. Unusual, this, isn't it? It's normally Jay with his big shiny bald head outside Old Trafford, giving his weather reports in his parka. And I'll tell you why I'm calling it his big baldy head. And I've got a little bit of hater in me. You see what he did last night? You see what Jay went and did last night? Didn't tell anyone in the office. Just snuck out. Oh, I'm going badminton or for a run or something, as he usually pretends to do. Sneaks out. Then he's posting on Twitter and Instagram everywhere. Oh, look at me with talking to Sir Alex Ferguson. Huh? Where was my phone call? Oh, I see how it is. No worries. Anyway, let's get stuck into this news before I start crying about that. And we will have that video coming up for you soon. So make sure you're keeping it locked. Fergie's first fan channel appearance on Stretford Paddock. Can you we've had Cantona, Robbo, Cole, Giggs, Scholes, all these players. And now Sir Alex Ferguson will be joining all of those legends that have already been on the channel. So amazing stuff. Well done to Jay. I can't wait to see that. But let's get stuck into the news right now. And Harry Kane and The Athletic and Laurie Whitwell this morning are saying there's a belief that Manchester United can get him for a package around £120 million. This is interesting, obviously, because United, we are being linked with him. Harry Kane is being linked with every big club about. Any club that usually has a sniff of trophies, and I know it's been a while since we won a serious one, but nevertheless, any club that has a serious sniff of trophies has got a serious sniff of signing Harry Kane. And The Athletic are saying he's been on United's list since January. We've looked at him and we've been hearing these talks about him potentially leaving Spurs. He says Levy has secretly told people that he's not for sale, but is open obviously to negotiating due to the fact that Harry Kane is so clearly, his head's not at Spurs anymore. His head is elsewhere. He wants out of there. You don't do interviews during the season with Gary Neville on a growth range if you're not planning on leaving and just talking so openly about everything. Kane's hopeful. He's got 3 years left on his contract. As he mentioned during that interview with Gary Neville, he feels this is where he's got the strongest resale value. And that's what he's trying to push home to Daniel Levy and Spurs, saying, look, I'm never going to be worth more than this. I've got 3 years left on my contract. The age I'm at, he's had his injuries. He's not saying that, obviously. But they're not going to be able to get a higher price for him than now. Especially if you end up with a player that's been trying to get a move for 12 months. Obviously, with it being Harry Kane and with the goals being guaranteed more or less, you can still get a high price for him, but it's in their best interest to sell now, do you know what I mean? There's a belief he can get got for £120 million, but we will not go that high. City, they're exploring less expensive options. You hear about them being linked with the likes of Danny Ings. Man United have been linked with Danny Ings too. But having just given that deal to Edinson Cavani, and with the talk of Erling Haaland staying at Dortmund and his release clause next year, I've got a feeling United are going to wait around for Erling Haaland and go all out with the money on that. Because there's less maybe hesitancy in terms of injuries. Although Harry Kane is, a supreme striker. I feel like the value, or at least the value for money, and the less risk in terms of injury and those things may be seen in Haaland because of his age. Although there's no one better than Harry Kane at the moment, do you know what I mean? So there's that. And I always expect us to be interested. But being real, I don't expect us to sign him. Not at all. Not at all. So let's put that one out, yeah? Let's put that one out the window for now. And you guys let me know what you think. Just a gut check. Do you think Harry Kane signing for Man United? Let us know. Kamaldeen Sulemana has been linked with the club, and this one's been, in the Daily Mail and various other places. It looks like they've picked it up from news elsewhere. And Kamaldeen Sulemana is a 19-year-old North Island winger, so he plays in Denmark, and Ajax are currently interested in him. But Flemming Pedersen, who's his coach, has come out and said, look, there's interest from Ajax, United and Liverpool. Now, this might be them trying to get a little bit of bidding war going on, saying United and Liverpool are interested, this, that and the other, just to make it seem more viable to other people. But he does admit Ajax ahead of the queue. They're the most likely destination. If he goes there, he'll play regularly, etc, etc. And I imagine this is one of those signings where United have scouted him, United have shown some interest in him. United now will probably just keep tabs on him, because a move to Ajax would probably be best for everybody concerned. Do you know what I mean? Be best for everybody concerned, because he will play. United can watch him in a more difficult league, etc, etc. So I expect we'll see this name popping up a little bit more. Is there anybody out there who's seen him and thinks he's quality, or thinks he's not good enough, or thinks this is rubbish? Let us know in those comments below. Kamaldeen Sulemana. It's a name that stands out, innit? So if something does become of him, I'm sure we'll know. Harry Maguire, as I was saying, at that premiere of Never Give In that Jay went to without telling anybody, Harry Maguire was there pictured without crutches, which is a great boost for Manchester United and Manchester United fans ahead of that final against Villarreal in Gdansk. Now, Harry Maguire being available for that would be massive, not just for Man United because he's our best defender, but also for him personally. Like, a first proper final as Manchester United captain, opportunity to lift the trophy is there. We need him fit, and it looks like he is closer to being fit, at least, because he's able to walk around without that protective boot and without those crutches. It doesn't mean anything really, because if he's unable to turn on it, put pressure on it, maybe he could take a boot off, but jumping around on it and playing football on it wouldn't be able to, you know what I mean? So can't get carried away, but it's good signs for United that Harry Maguire is able to walk about without that boot and without those crutches. Bruno Fernandes is in the Portugal squad. He's released a video with his daughter as they watched the squad being announced, which I thought is great. As if Bruno Fernandes is nervous about not being in that squad. Pull the other one. But great news for him, and great little bits of memories that he's creating with his family as well. And as I was saying before, today's the anniversary of Viva John Terry, 21st of May 2008. I was in Manchester's Palace Hotel at a Must screening. Fortunately, I couldn't get to Moscow, but it was an incredible night. And obviously the party that followed with my birthday as midnight hit. Oh man, it's one of those things that I'll never ever forget. Where did you watch that Moscow final? Get it in the comments below. But thank you for joining us today. I have been Adam Mckola. I assume I'll be joining you more for some of these news videos, so I'll be seeing you soon. But for now, I'm out of here. Before I go though, get your thoughts in those comments on everything we discussed. Kane, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes. And of course, keep it locked by hitting that subscribe button. Fergie vid is coming.